All right, folks, what's going on? Welcome back. Welcome back to your favorite WMMA show. Hashtag CB99 Talks is round 166. Hey, 166, man. What's going on, y'all? I'm live in the building. Feels like it's been a while. What's up? What's up, Easy? Six Colostrum on fire over there. Somebody put him out. What's up, Marcus Bell? Marcus Bell in the building. Sergio, what's up, man? Combo, he said, Combo, good to hear from you. I appreciate that. He said the GOAT when it comes to WMA. Nah, I'm not the GOAT. I know a little, I just know what I know. I put it that way, but I appreciate that, man. BJ, what's up, man? What's going on, man? Just wanted to get on here and talk with y'all. Um, you know, we can talk about some fights coming up. We got to talk about this fight in the upper right hand corner too, because I know when I bring up this name, BJ, he gonna get on me. So we gonna discuss this tonight. You don't even know, like you never know. He might try to ask for a link when I start discussing how this fight in the upper right hand corner goes. Um, I was gonna make it a bigger picture too, just as we gonna really put her on notice. Casey O'Neill, you know what it is, but I'm just messing. Sergio said humble. I look, man. I just come on here to have fun, man. I just come on here to have fun and talk to some like-minded people. But I hope everybody had a good weekend. I know we halfway through this week, but it's been kind of busy. At the same time, kind of chill. I just been looking up some fight news and so on. And I watched Tough. Did y'all watch Sergio? BJ, y'all did y'all watch Tough last night? Man, these fights have been good, man. I like this international squad they have on Ultimate Fighter this time around. I mean, you really got like a good mixture of fighters in this house, and you see how everybody kind of comes together, from different walks of life. But the fights have been good. I can't complain, man. The fights have been good. What's the guy's name? Valentin? Is it Valentine or Valentin? How do you pronounce his name? Um, the crazy guy. He beat the guy Patty. I thought Patty was up in there for a victory. I thought Patty was, and that's the thing, man. You just never know with MMA, man. It's never over till it's over. And you think a guy's in a good groove, but boom, it's just like that, man. Same with the guy from last week. The guy last week, what was his name? The South African guy, the guy from South Africa. I thought he had the striking right to beat the Australian guy, but why he went in for a takedown, I don't know, and he got submitted. Um, Patty in this fight, his situation was a little different. He was winning as far. I mean, I thought he's winning the exchanges. I like this counter striking. What's up, Zaman? Um, I like his counter striking abilities. I thought he was catching my man, with some good shots. But I think when he thought he had Valentine hurt and out of there, he made a mistake by jumping on him. He tried to jump on him, but dude saw it coming. He dropped level. He saw that as an opening to close distance, and he got that head toss, and he ended it just like that, man. I was like, oh wow, that was crazy, man. Had he maybe kept the fight at a range, he probably could have got a knockout eventually. But that's the thing about this Viking dude, man. I don't call him Viking, but he's got like a I don't know, man. There's like this button in him, man. Like when you hit him, he comes for more. So if you don't knock him out or really just get him out of there, then he's gonna keep coming. And I think whenever Patty hit him with that hard left hand off the cage, it kind of woke something up in him. So he just, he jumped on it, man. Valentine's destined to get KO stiff. Oh yeah, and that's the only way you're gonna beat him. That's what I'm saying. That's the only way you're gonna beat him is you knock him out. And there's a lot of guys. I mean, they're middleweights, right? So there's a lot of guys out there that can end them just like that. But if you play around with him, he's gonna stay in the fight. Yeah, Sergio. He has a pretty good striking. BJ said Patty was winning. He rocked dude right before he got finished. Yeah, and that's what woke him up, man. Like he got rocked and he was ready to go after him, man. So yeah, I've been impressed with all the fights. I mean, I don't know about all y'all, but I've been liking the fights. I've been liking what I've been seeing from him. Yeah. But what else did we have this weekend? This past Friday, I know y'all seen the return of Jennifer Maia. That's good to know that she's back in the mix. What did y'all think of Jennifer Maia's performance? I still got to go back and watch some of these fights, y'all. Like that's how busy I've been. Um, and what's crazy is we were getting some nice finishes too, in this card, man. So I hate that I didn't get a chance to sit down and call it with y'all, man, because there was some good finishes. This young girl named Ali Pellegrini, I mean, she went in there, got her finish, and I mean, her fight was bloody. Ashley Barrett, this girl right here who finished Salazar, that was a good fight. I got to go back and watch some of these fights, but Tina Black got her victory this time around. Jennifer Maia, yeah, Easy said he didn't see it either. Yeah, I didn't see all of it. I saw some clips. Okay, Zaman said it's pay-per-view for where he's at. I got you. Yeah, like it's not pay-per-view where I am, but it's on a channel that I don't have, like CBS Sports. I don't have like all that hookup on TV anymore. I got rid of a lot of stuff when it comes to TV. So I don't have all these apps now that they try to get people to get, like to watch CBS, you got to have this Fubo Sports app. To watch that, you got to have all these other different apps, and I'm not doing all that now. Like I watch the prelims on YouTube, but if it's not like right there, I got to find some other way to watch it. So sadly, I missed it for those reasons. But Maya, I mean, other than that, I was kind of busy. That's why I didn't really have time to set all that up or try to find some way to, get it set up, or find some way to watch it. But yeah, Maya, she seemed to put on a good fight, man. She was in there slugging it, letting her hands go for a change. I know I saw a clip where she did run into a shot, get dropped, but she was in the fight. The girl that she was fighting gave her a good, good fight. And for main event, it was only 3 rounds. I was a little surprised about that. I thought they were going to make it a 5-round fight, but yeah, Jennifer Maia, she won. I guess she's going to move on and fight Toledo Bernardo for her belt. So we'll see how that goes. Because I still think that sometimes I think Jennifer Maia, she's there. Maybe on this level, she'll stay here. you know. Mark said if you do have CBS Network, you can watch the Invicta pay-per-view. I don't have CBS Network, and I thought it was on CBS Sports, something like that. But yeah, I thought it was on just CBS Sports because I don't have either though. Because I downloaded one of the apps, but they wouldn't let me watch it. They said I needed something else. Sergio said Maia did good against Arujo's twin. Shoot, they both fought Arujo actually. Toledo Bernardo, she fought Arujo at 135, got knocked out by her like a while back. And Jennifer Maia, she didn't Jennifer Maia fight her? Jennifer Maia, maybe Arujo did fight. Can't remember. So Maia should still be in a big show. Yeah, I think Maia should still be there. Yeah, I like Maia 125 too. I think she still looked better. Like, she looked a little bit stronger in this one. Like she had confidence, but again, that was probably just the level of fighter, that she was in there with. But I think, moving down to 125, that would be still ideal for her. If she can get this belt, maybe she'll get re-signed. If Toledo Bernardo wins, Toledo Bernardo might get re-signed. I think Toledo Bernardo, man, I think she's better on the ground, closer. I think her jiu-jitsu is way better. I think her striking's got better to a point where it gets her takedowns. Like I was surprised when she fought Tanisha Tennant. Her strikings looked that good. I believe she was landing some hard shots on Olga Rubin too. So her jiu-jitsu game, her submission game is still on point, but I think her striking is much better. I think her striking has gotten much better. Zama said Maia lost to Viviane Araújo. Oh, okay. I forgot about that fight. So Araújo beat both of these ladies before. Araújo at least has a win over both these ladies. But okay, y'all think Maia wins this belt easy? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Should be a good fight. I think if it does stay standing, Maia has the experience and advantage. But on the ground, like how how rusty is Maia with her jiu-jitsu? Like, I haven't seen her on the ground as much. Like, when I saw her getting taken down by Caitlin Chikagan a while back, I was like, okay, man, like, this is crazy here. I thought she'd be able to do much better than that, but um, we'll see how it turns out. So yeah. See, Mark said Vivi was controlling Maia on the ground. Yeah, that's what I was kind of worried about, because even like Chikagan was taking her down, I believe, first time they fought. And I'm not sure about the second, but I know the first time. Yeah. Oh yeah, that black belt. We're gonna see whose black belt is real. We're gonna see whose black belt is real. All right. BJ said Maya's limbs don't look flexible like her build. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Like, the way she kind of boxes and hunches over, her limbs look more like a boxer, kickboxer. Like, she can throw some nice high kicks, but when she's on the ground, she's not like as flexible as um who's Mackenzie Dern. Mackenzie Dern, that girl's flexible. Some of these girls, Vanessa Demopoulos, the way these girls will be on the ground, their jujitsu, the way it flows, their limbs be bending, like, they're really flexible. Sergio said, how good is Talita's wrestling, though? I think her wrestling's okay. Like, that's not really her strong suit, but she's really good at, just like tripping and taking down and finding those openings. Like, she wasn't able to submit Tanisha Tennant, which I was, like, yeah, I got to give Tanisha's defense credit. So some of that kind of makes you think too, like, Tanisha's placement from the bottom on the top, it kept her alive in that fight. I think Talita Bernardo, her offensive striking is good, and that's kind of what gets her these opportunities to submit. So that's a good question about her wrestling, though. That is a good question about her wrestling, because Jennifer Maia is strong. Jennifer Maia is strong, and she's strong in the clinch too. You think she might struggle to take Maia down? Yeah, she might. She might. Because I saw Chikagan take her down. I don't know. Like, she could be taken down. Who else taking Jennifer Maia down, like, in some fights recently? Not even recently, but just over the past few years. Did Valentine ever take her down in any fights? BJ said Laura. Yeah. D-Mop, Dern. Yeah, all them girls. Yeah. Manon sure did, right? She did take her down, like, in the round, right? She took her down. Okay, Valentina did take her down. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I just remember, like, a lot of the moments with Shevchenko was counter striking her, but yeah, okay. Yeah, it should be a good fight. It should be a good fight. I think whoever does win, they deserve to go back and get another chance. I'm running through some of this stuff over the weekend. I know I didn't really touch on, but how'd y'all like this fight? Stephanie Luciano and Talita Alencar. It wasn't a bad rematch. Wasn't a bad rematch this weekend. Carla Esparza Jr. She tried. Carla Jr. tried. She was in there trying to strike from the outside, and she had that one moment. She landed that real solid head kick on Luciano, and Luciano started smiling. And I thought Alencar was getting in her little groove. This little girl was out there striking from the outside and popping shots. I was like, okay. But then, she let her get into a groove, man. She started letting this long fighter, pop that jab off, and she just started beating her to the punch, and she got into a rhythm. So this time around, it just seemed like Luciano was on her game, like, maybe there was a little bit of pressure from the Contender Series. She got taken down a few times, but in this fight, like, she was like, okay, I'm not letting this little girl take me down. Like, her overall takedown defense got so much better, man. Like, it didn't even look like the same fighter, man. She didn't even look like the same fighter. Yeah, Colossus. Stephanie's takedown defense, it improved a lot since that last fight. But yeah, we got to see how it looks against some of the bigger ones. We got to see how it looks against some of these bigger grapplers in there, moving forward. But she put on a little show. I just kind of thought she held back and she didn't go after the finish when she should have. I mean, she could have finished her couple of times, I think, in the third round and just kind of let her go. Sergio Alencar should just stick to BJJ. Yeah, her moments on the outside, I think she just didn't really have a solid game plan, and that moment when she couldn't land anymore, it was like she didn't have like, and I just mess around, call her Carla Jr., but no, like Carla can take you down, like Carla take you down. Like if this was Carla, she would have taken this girl down. I'm gonna put it that way. Carla would take this girl down, like just like that. She just looks like her. She's small like her, but I'm just messing around. Carla will find a way on the inside. That's the difference here. Like Alan Carr was hugging a lot, but she just didn't have that pressure and that technique to trip and take Stephanie down. Like in this fight, like it was non-existent because that takedown defense was too much, So yeah, not a bad fight. Luciano, I think she just needs a little bit. I want to see a little bit more, like a finish element in her. She's going to be tested. Let's see, but Bruno Brazil. Let's put them two long, tall fighters up in there, two long, tall strikers up in there. Let's see how that goes. I'm gonna throw the name out again, Loma Labutni. Loma's like that little test for everybody. Like if you can't beat somebody this small and this tough and intense, you're gonna have a long road. Like if you struggle with Loma, you're gonna have a long road at 115. That's how I see it. James, what's up, man? He said, what we got going on? Not much yet. We just building up to some things to talk. Easy said he is not feeling Alan Carr, man. He said he is not feeling Alan Carr, man, like that. Yeah, Carla shoots a lot quicker. For sure. Who all is on her resume though, man? Like you ain't giving her a single chance, man. Come on. She might have to go to Adam because she's 5-1, man. She still has some time to work. Who all she beat? She beat Ray and Amanda. Seen Ray and Amanda fight a couple times. Yeah, she's from that grappling scene, so she's on the come up. She's got a lot of grappling matches. Lost a lot, won some, lost some. Let's see, she's done some no-gi tournaments. No big names. Easy, I just no bums. All right, okay. Who's on your bum list? Easy, just go ahead and tell me, like, who's on your bum list right now? Like, because there's some you trying to convince me on some bums. I just got to know. Like, I'm gonna leave the door open, man. Like, I don't know yet. I still don't know. Maybe she's just not fit for 115 at 5'1". Okay. Alan Carr versus Loma would be funny. That'd be a massacre, man. I think that would be a killer right there. That would be a massacre. Loma would tear her up. Ortiz robbery. Yeah. James always go on topic. I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. But yeah, he got dropped twice in that fight, right? I didn't watch it. I didn't watch all of it. I know he got dropped a couple of times. Who isn't on your bum list is the better question. No, easy. He's got a legit list. He don't put everybody on that list. Like I don't think he calls everybody a bum, but I just want to know because he don't call everybody a bum. Like every now and then there is like a certain person he stands out. So, oh boy, there it go. There's the name. BJ still in the building. I know you see that, BJ. I ain't even trying to stir nothing up. I just asked who's on the list. 6 said Loma eats up Molly. Yeah, I think Loma Labutni could beat Maia. I think Loma could beat Molly. I think the body kicks would be something, and I think her wrestling's gotten better. Yeah. All right, skimming some more weekend stuff here. Yeah, we had Carol Rosa versus Panny. Carol Rosa versus Panny, man. I mean, I felt it was gonna go this way. I love Panny Kianzin, but Carol Rosa just was too much. Man, I would not like to take a leg kick from Carol Rosa. Let me just go ahead and say that, man. Like, I'm not even saying if I was in Panny's shoes. I'm just saying, like, even as a man, I wouldn't want to take leg kicks from Carol Rosa, man. Like that girl has a vicious leg kick. Not saying she's like this great striker. I'm just saying like when them aluminum bats connect on your calf, Carol Rosa is gonna break you down. Now again, I like to be a little. I like to critique, and I think Carol Rosa definitely has a lot of good things about her offense. She's definitely letting the Rockets go, but I think sometimes she kind of denies herself a finish. I mean, what do y'all think? Like, Carol Rosa is definitely a exciting fighter, but don't y'all think like she kind of lets her off the gas sometimes? Like, she'll beat her opponents bloody, but she don't fully like take them out. I thought she could have taken Panty out in this fight too. Like, Panty was in there, but I thought there could have been a moment where she could have put a no-ma situation in there and taken that leg out fully. I mean, is that just me? Like, even same thing with Irina Aldana. Like, you take all that punishment from Irina Aldana, y'all go back and forth, but you got that extra weapon. It just feels like you're not really you still trying to figure out what's next. Like, okay, I took away her balance, I took away her leg. Now what? And Panty was game for it, man. Panty, like, I was kind of feeling bad for her because like there's a couple of limps in there, and I was like, oh no, she's gonna get her. She's gonna get her now, but she took her foot off the gas, and then she spent the third round just kind of clinch fighting. Maybe she was tired. I don't know, but like I said, I'm just picking. I'm not saying it's a bad fight. I'm just kind of a little nitpicking here because I love, I love the matchup. The fight was good. The fight was good, but I just saw that opportunity, and that's where I just thought, okay, you can just let up. You let up. What did y'all think? Let me go back up here. I'm gonna read some more of y'all comments. But I just wanted to see what y'all said about this fight. GAP said Rosa putting on back-to-back bangers. Yep. Um, to be fair, striking defense would take Casey off the bum list. Oh boy. Brian, he said Rosa has found a game-changing weapon. Yeah. That leg kick is deadly. Casey will never get that defense. Oh boy. Chandler is turning into a bump. Dang, Sergio. Oh my goodness, man. We hold on. James says she could have done more. She could have done more. Yeah, I definitely think she could have done more. Closum said Rosa had Panty hurt bad and then ran into the clinch. Yeah, I saw that, man. I was like, yo, why you ran into the clinch, man? Like, why you run into the clinch like that? Like, get her out of there, And Colostrum, I know you a grappling fan, but I know you wanted to see a knockout at that point, right? I wanted to see a knockout. So yeah, go ahead and get it. Just go ahead and get it. Wasn't bad though. Wasn't bad. Good fight. I think Carol Rose is around. She's gonna be around for a while. Like, not only, like you said, she got a game-changing weapon, but she also got a crowd-pleasing style. And I think as long as she continues to deliver, they're gonna keep calling her. And you put her in there with the right people, we're gonna have some good fights. So who do y'all want to see Carol Rosa in there with next, man? Sergio said, I want to see Rosa versus GDR. Regardless if GDR wins or loses her next fight, I would like to see that fight. Hey, Rosa better watch out for that right hand. Rosa got to watch out for that right hand. GDR got to watch out for them leg kicks. You know what? If GDR touches her with some power, I think Rosa might turn into a striker in that one, though. I think she might turn into a wrestler. I think she might turn into a grappler in that one, man. Yeah. Oh, Joshua, what's going on, man? Joshua, but Joshua, is that you? You asked about the video. I did a video that you mentioned, about the fights, Panty, Carol, I talked about it all in one video. Do you think Kennedy Freeman from Cage Warriors will be in the UFC, or is she no good? Or no, she is good in Cage Warriors? I got to look at a little bit more of her. I want to see just a little bit more. I want to see what her resume still is, too. I got to look at what her resume is. Marcus, hey, that's it right there. I don't know how I missed that fight. That's the one right there. I've been saying Miesha Tate and Carol Rosa. This is the one. Myra Buenos Silva and Carol. Oh man, that's the fight right there. All I see is I know Easy got something to say about Myra Buenos Silva too when it comes to Myra, boy. I know he gonna talk some junk, but this is a good fight right here. Yeah, Carol Rosa, Myra Buenos Silva. That's all off. Who got a better leg kick? That's the question. What do y'all think? Who got a better leg kick? Because Myra Buenos Silva has a good leg. She's got a good calf kick too. Kennedy Freeman versus Carol Rosa. Yeah, I want to. Let me see her resume. Hold on. Kennedy Freeman. How many fights has she got in the she's 5-0. 5-0. 5-6. So she's a good size man. She's 5-0. Got a couple of knockouts. Yeah, let's see her put together another couple of wins. I want to see her get a belt somewhere, like at Cage Warriors or something, Josh. And then after that, yeah, I might do a video on her. Like kind of look at her style a little bit more, for sure. Yeah, because I think I saw like a couple of her fights a while back. Just watching, just running back, and I want to see her move right. I definitely want to see her move right. I don't want to see them just put her at 5-0. I don't think there's really a rush to get in the UFC yet. But yeah, I know what you mean. Eventually, she could fight somebody like Carol Rosas. What was I saying? Yeah, Myra Buenos Silva and Carol Rose. BJ said Tate is whooping her. Okay. Myra Buenos Silva's striking defense is non-existent, Sergio said. And that's all the more make it exciting, man. That's what's really going to make Myra Buenos Silva, Carol Rosa exciting. Hey, Tay, what's up? Tay said Bernardo versus Jennifer Maia. Yeah, that's going to be a good one. That's going to be the fight, Tay. I like Jennifer. I like what Jennifer Maia did the other night. She looked good. But Toledo might get her, man. Toledo might get her. Whoever wins that deserves to be re-signed, though. But yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I think that was the best choice. Myra Buenos Silva and Carol Rosa. That's good. Low key, if you throw Miesha Tate in there, yeah. Oh boy, the evolution of. Hold on, let me get this stream working right here, y'all. Just pulling some stuff up here. Evolution of Yana Santos. BJ, I know you even had to admit, man, Yana Santos, like that's the best that she's looked. Okay, my connection was acting up. Yeah, on the ground, I think Toledo definitely has a chance, big chance. That's where her big opportunity is. But on the feet, Jennifer Maia's got some sharp punches. She's definitely she was letting her hands go in this fight, man. That was crazy. Okay, yeah. BJ, there is some hope for another one of your girls, man. There's some hope for one of your girls, evolution, man. Like, hey, shout out to Yana. I mean, Yana, she got the victory. Yana got the victory. She evolved, man. I'm surprised it's possible. That's why I say I can't ever count anybody out. Easy, man. Like I can't make that bum list, man. Like man, because sometimes somebody's going to show up. They just need the right motivation. They just need the right motivation. I know one big element. Chandler, she missed weight, but at the same time, Yana looked like a different fighter. Like Yana came in there, movement, striking, body kicks, push kicks, takedown defense. Everything was on point in the fight. I thought Yana did well. Sometimes you just gotta light a little bit of fire. You just gotta light a little bit of fire into that person. Yeah, James, I gotta get man. Look, I don't really call fighters bums, man. Like, I don't call fighters bums. I give a person a lot of you're really a bum. Like, I think if you were just disrespectful to the sport, you know, if you really understand like more than just from a fan perspective, like, and Easy, I know he does too, but I give a person some chances. I don't really call a person that's made a camera a bum, man. James said we're way more strict with it. And being strict is okay. It's okay, but you gotta understand, man, the work somebody's putting in. Like, before you say that, James, you gotta think, can you do it? Do you know what that person? That's what I'm saying. Look, there's some questions you gotta ask before you call a person a bum. Like, can you do what they're doing? Do you know what the person's going through? Like, do you know what their situation is? Right? Do you know what they're going through mentally? That's kind of holding them back, at a certain time. I'll knock a whenever a person puts on a bad fight, yeah, I'm gonna definitely give my thoughts and critique them. But like, as a fighter, anybody can have a bad fight, but anybody can put on a horrible fight. Carla and Rose's rematch was a horrible fight, but as fighters, I would never say that they're bums or like horrible people. You know what I mean? Like, something like that, that's just something, nah, that ain't for me to say. James, I'm the biggest bum. Oh yeah, okay then. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, even if you compare him to other people, like, you still have to just say, oh man, like, okay, this is a different level. Like, you can't compare. Um, you can't compare, okay, Casey O'Neill to Valentina right now. You know what I mean? Like, you can't say, oh, Casey's a bum because she's not as good as Valentina. Like, no, they're in different levels. When me and BJ are comparing Manon and Casey, you can, because they came in there at the same time, right? They came in at the UFC at the same time. They had about the same amount of experience. Age is different, but their UFC career started about the same time. So okay, I'll compare them. I'm put those two and say who's going to be a future title contender, a future champ, you know. But nah, man, like, yeah, I'm not gonna call somebody a bum like that. Man, if you get somebody off the street, man, like, and put them in Target shorts, and you grab them straight out of a bar, which I've seen done before. That's a bum. You just grab somebody off the street, say we gotta fill in somebody, we gotta fight in boxing. Like, did you even know about that, James? That people actually do that sometimes? They clear it. Like, those. That's what people mean when they talk about bums. Like, literally, hey, you want to fight? A person pulled out. You ever seen that happen? That's real. That's what a real bum is. They ain't got no business being in there, right? But even look, Yana, I think that, yeah, she's come far. I think there's something about her that just had to get woken up. Of course, still needs some more tests, but I think I'm gonna give her a chance to see if she can get back in there. Let me see who it would be. I'm gonna give her a chance to get somebody with experience. She made number 10. Yana Santos is now number 10. So let's see, Norma's fighting Irene Aldana. She'd be doing rematches against Irene Holly Holm. I don't want to say Mayra Bueno Silva because no, I think Carol Rose and Mayra Bueno Silva is a good fight. But there's Misha. I give her Misha instead. Yeah. BJ said it too. Yeah, Yana versus Misha. That's a good one. Yana versus Misha. Yeah. Okay, Easy said I use bum in boxing terms. So he said maybe good against weak competition, but will never beat anyone that counts. That's a bum to me. counts. Beat anyone that counts. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I guess we got different levels of bum. Because mine is always like somebody ain't got no business being in there. You know, basically when you just got somebody that got no business being in there. Like back in the day when they would bring in what they call tomato cans or the bums just to pad a record. You know, those are people that come in, fight, and then they never see the light of day again. Like I've seen some people come in, fight, help pad up a record, and I look those guys up. I'll be like, dang, he fought 10 of these guys, and those 10 guys never fought again. So just people like that. Just people like that. But like somebody like Casey O'Neill, she's fought, she's actually fought her way up against some decent competition. Now, do I ever think she'll be champion? No. But I don't think she's a bum, That's just me. Like, I don't think, as much as BJ thinks I hate Casey O'Neill, I don't think Casey O'Neill's a bum. Jake Paul's a bum. Yeah. Pork and beans. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not even a fan of the Paul brothers, but yeah, I think, there's just going to be different levels of fighters. I think Casey still would be a good test for other fighters. So she wouldn't be considered like somebody that's a bum, because there's going to be people that she can beat in the flyweight division, So there's just going to be different levels for it. Closeman said Yana's got heart. She needs to improve her cardio ASAP. I thought I thought her cardio looked pretty good in this fight. She did slow down a little bit in the third, but I thought she did pretty well on her feet, I thought she was moving around pretty well. I thought maybe she just kind of took her foot off the gas in the third, but yeah, overall, like, she was throwing a variety of kicks and movement and doing some nice little reversals. Yeah, I always thought more like IQ issue. Yeah, I always thought more of an IQ issue was her thing. All right, so yeah, we had 3 fights this weekend, and they weren't that bad. Everything was good. This weekend we only got 1 fight. We only got this fight this weekend. Now that we've been kind of talking about Casey O'Neill, I know we all kind of look at this thing like, well, I won't. Again, I don't hate Casey O'Neill, but it's definitely not the end of the road for Casey. Like, gonna be this, this is it for her. But there's gonna be some questions that need to be answered. Casey O'Neill's making her return. 2 fight losing streak right now, right? So yeah, I'm looking at some comments here. Okay, Zama said, I got Casey O'Neill by the way. I had Santos in her last fight. Okay. Yeah, I think Casey O'Neill, where she stands right now, she knows what she's done wrong in her last couple fights. Ariane Lipsky, Jennifer Maia, she knows that I can't lead with my face in these fights. This is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm hoping she's thinking now. Like, she's got to be a little bit tighter. She's got to be a little bit smarter. And you got to take your foot off the gas. Like, I know she wants to make a good fight and she wants to just prove she's this warrior. But if you want to hold the belt, like, there's got to be a point where you have to slow it down in there. And that's the whole thing with Casey O'Neill I'm talking about. Like, somebody, I think might be easy, brought it up, striking defense is what holds her back, and yeah, I agree with that. That's my whole thing. I was always arguing before is like, taking your head off the line, slowing the pace down, don't run head first in, don't march in there with strikes because you're going to get caught. And that's one of her big weaknesses, even in like the Lipsky fight. Like, her volume and work rate was okay in the Lipsky fight, but she left herself open for time right hands, and that's where she got buckled by Lipsky. So I think Casey O'Neill, she just needs to slow it down, fight behind the long jab, and start, looking to set up combinations from a distance. Don't look to just like pressure in, like, especially if you're not going to take people down, because like BJ brings up to me again, that she didn't look to take down Maia. Okay, well, if you're not going to take her down, stop marching in with punches. Don't look to march forward. Just set the pace where you get in and get out and go back to your range. And if you want to box and strike, then you just do that. But if you ain't taking her down and you feel like you can't take her down, you need to have a game plan to just say, okay, this is what we're going to do. And if we do come with the takedown, it's got to be a surprise element to it, Luana Santos taking this fight on short notice. Her last fight was what, a month ago? Finishing Agapova in one round. So she might still be hungry, so not really like of course, it's a short notice. And the matter of fact, she's feeling in and jumping right back in there, but she should still be fresh. She should still be fresh. I'm sure she's still hungry because, she only got in one round back July 13th. Yeah, July 13th was the last fight. She only got one round in. So, yeah, I wouldn't blame her if she wanted to come right back. And, I like when fighters do this too. Like, I think it's important fighters get their rest in between. But, yeah, if you feel like, okay, we did a good training camp, everything was perfect. We took our fight, we won. We didn't take any damage. We got the person out of there in one round, maybe two, with no damage at all. Nothing's broken, nothing's bruised. Get right back in there. Get right back in there, especially if it's somebody you feel like style-wise, I ain't got to really study, and especially if you stand close to weight. Like, I don't know how Luana Santos is with her weight. I know she did fight at 135 at one point. I'm gonna say at one point, but one fight, I know for sure, right? But it's like, okay, if I'm close to it, yeah, get right back in there. So I think that's good that she's doing it. I hope more fighters start doing that. If they feel good, just go right back in and fight. And that could be a benefit for her. Like, I know some people feel like, oh, Lana jumping right back in there too soon. But no, man, she's active. She's coming off a win. So confidence is riding higher on Santos' side right now. Confidence is higher, but on Santos' side, but experience is higher on Casey O'Neill because Casey had two good fights here, against Lipsky, Maia, Roxanne. Of course, she only won one of those, but the last two fights, those are two good fights that she can learn from. Resume-wise, of course, she's fought few better fighters. So she's got more to take away from. But will she? Style-wise, will she just be like, oh, okay, this is another person? She got to be careful. She got to be careful with that because Luana Santos, I know Luana Santos is taking this fight on for one couple reasons. Number one, because, she only had one round last month. But I think another reason Luana Santos want to do this right now is because she probably kind of feel like Casey O'Neill is tailor-made for her too. Like, she probably said, man, this girl's style right here, I can get this. Because I don't really see a lot of people taking somebody like Karine Silva on short notice and Natalia Silva. I'm just saying, like, them two, I wouldn't jump in them. No 1 week notice or 1 month notice. But Casey O'Neill, like, it's not like a great deal to figure out with her. But, Santos probably feel like I could do what Lipsky did, or, like I see some openings. And, Luana Santos like to throw too. So she's like, oh, this girl gonna run into my punches. So she's probably looking at it as something like that too, which could be dangerous. It could be dangerous. Casey O'Neill ain't got no quit in her, and she likes to overwhelm. But should be an interesting fight. BJ said now Santos has cardio issues and swings wild. If Casey keeps her composure and stays technical, she beats Santos. Yeah, when you look at the more technical fighter here, I would say is Casey for sure. Casey's the technical fighter, the straighter puncher. Luana Santos, I was looking at a couple of her shots with the hands, and the hands look kind of wild, like as far as like how the fist was balled at the time when she was hitting, swinging on Juju. It was a little wild. Okay, Casey O'Neill got a 69-inch reach. So yeah, like there's no need for her to really like run inside. Like she got 2-inch reach difference here, 2 inches longer than Luana Santos. So this girl, she needs to know how to extend them shots out. Keep, tuck that head in and keep that nose protected because that nose be bleeding in fights. And judges, they score that stuff. So that's another thing, man. Like people understand, like, yeah, okay, bloody nose just proves you tough in there. But bloody nose is one of the ways judges score against you too, man. Like, believe it or not, so fighters, they got to be in there like thinking about like more punishment I take, judges gonna be looking at this. They're gonna be looking like, oh, this person right here, they hurt. Their shots are doing more damage. Okay, Casey might just take 2 or 3 shots around and be bleeding, and then Casey land more. But then the judges see Casey bleeding, so they'll be like, oh, well, I'm gonna go with her. So you gotta watch that. That's why I say, like, there's a time to be a warrior in there, man. Like there's a time to like be up in there screaming and be like, oh yeah, we, like, what's her name? Pooja Tomar up in there screaming, you know, stuff like that. So I think Casey just got to take her foot off the gas here and put her experience into motion in this fight, man. So with that being said, I'm just here, talking about what I see when these two are matched up. I see Casey has the advantage of experience and technique, but that momentum that Luana Santos has, like the fight to finish, she could definitely get it here, man. She could definitely get this one. Who do y'all got, man? Like, we're gonna do it like this again, one for before y'all answer. We're gonna do it like this: one for Casey, 2 for Luana. Who do y'all got? And let me go back to y'all talking here. Okay, Easy said, I don't think Casey's very smart. BJ said, if Santos is thinking like that, she about to get smoked. Joshua said, I want to see Ella Brooke versus Molly McCann in boxing because they look like the same. Is Ella Brooke the girl that dropped Paige? Is that the girl that dropped Paige a couple months ago? I didn't even make a pick on that one. I mean, I was just like, let's see how this thing plays out. When Paige got dropped by Ella Brooke, I was like, Paige, you really gonna let this OnlyFans girl drop you like that? But then I remember she's one too. They both been focusing on that. So, River Rat's got a question, y'all. He says, can you tell me if Steve Erceg can easily beat Kai Carr, for instance? He said he placed a big bet on Steve Erceg. What do y'all think? All right, Zom says he's going to go with Casey O'Neill in this one. All right. Okay. Sergio said he's going to say Casey. All right. G. Frank said all of the training footage I've seen is Casey striking, which is good since that's her weakness, but she seems determined to use it in her fights instead of using her strengths first. Okay. Yeah, I don't really think I think her offensive striking is pretty good. I think it is pretty good. I think it's a matter of her just kind of using more feints and slowing it down. That'd be a wiser thing. Like like you see Aaron Blanchfield starting to do. She was evolving in some fights. O'Neal by decision. Okay, all right. O'Neal by decision. Okay. Joshua said Casey. Okay. James said he'll go with O'Neal for our boy to try to give him some good luck. All right. BJ said, let that narrative go that O'Neal can't strike. Okay, she can offensively strike, BJ. She can offensively strike, but can she get out of the way of strikes? Because we know she can turn you can throw a punch. I know a lot of people can throw a punch, but can she put the element together of ducking shots and countering maybe and use some timing? Because you can, yeah. We talking about striking defense. Talking about just striking defense here. James said she made Maia's striking look amazing and got butchered by Lipsky, and we going off a false narrative. Uh-oh. Casey turned Jennifer Maia into Jeff Mayweather. Dang. The doghouse. They're in the doghouse. Easy work. Put Casey O'Neal in the doghouse with Floyd and them. That'll teach her how to keep her hands up. Yeah, she got to work on that. Seriously, got to work on that. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Casey right now. I think I'm gonna go with Casey O'Neal in this one. I might do a little breakdown video just to mess with BJ. No, I'm just playing. We gonna I'm gonna give her some credit though. I'm gonna give her credit, man. Got to give Casey O'Neal some credit here, man, for what she's done. Like, and when you look at these two type of styles, like I don't think Luana Santos brings. I'm gonna be real on this too. Look, I don't think Luana Santos brings the danger of Ariane Lipsky. Okay, so we got to remember that. Like, Luana Santos don't necessarily bring the same kind of damage to with her shots. Like Ariane Lipsky, scary like that. Joshua said, "I want to see Casey versus Lisa Kirikou in the UFC. That's the fight they need to make. Oh, that'd be interesting. That might. Hey, don't talk it into existence. That might be the one where they bring her into might bring her in as a test for her. Oh, Wang Kong is fighting in 2 weeks, Josh. Wang Kong is fighting. What is her name? Veronica Leonardo. Yeah, Veronica Leonardo is still around. Veronica Leonardo is still around, and she is fighting Wayne Kong. Yeah, there's a lot of little flyweights there that's on the come up, man. Like everybody knows that flyweight is the division. Closer said, "Who is that?" Yeah, it's a flyweight on the come up. Lisa Kiriko, she's a Australian flyweight on the come up right now. I believe she's Australian, right? Victoria Leonardo, yeah, BJ, yeah. Luana Santos is not Lipsky, right? Luana Santos is not Lipsky. All right, one more thing. If you got anything to say, BJ, I want to ask y'all a question. This is just a fun question. Like, looking at the tough house between Grasso and Shevchenko, and seeing what they're doing, like, who do y'all think is a better trainer? Like, who do y'all? The better trainer is like, who do you like better as a trainer? Who do you like better as a trainer out of Grasso and Shevchenko? Now that we kind of wrapping the show up, and we talked about this before, like, out of Amanda and Juliana Pena, I liked Pena as a trainer. And now as a fighter, I love Amanda, but when it came down to trainers, Juliana Pena was all in. Like, Juliana Pena, she gets trainer of the show, basically. Trainer of the whole show to me. Like, Juliana Pena, I think, was like top 5 trainers in the tough house. I thought Claudia was a little bit better than Joanna. I thought Misha was better than Ronda. I thought Chandler was definitely better than Conor McGregor. Chandler was really in there like that. Um, so yeah, I just think that I kind of look at study the fighters and how they go all in. I ain't talking about the fighting styles here. I'm talking about who is actually putting in the effort and seems to be all in for their people. Joshua said, "Can you talk about Lisa Kiriko next time?" Yeah. Next show I probably will. I'll try to speak on her a little bit because I haven't been able to. I haven't been able to watch a lot of fights. I used to talk about a lot of fighters, like when it was on the come up, like Ricci, Reed, because they would actually comment too. Someone would comment when I would talk about them. But Kuriko, I got to talk about her because she's fighting. Cynthia Calvillo. She's fighting Cynthia Calvillo. Y'all know, right? Cynthia Calvillo is fighting. She's got a flyweight fight coming up for Hexagon, right? Hex, whatever they call it. Yeah. James asked a rhetorical question. Oh, who's a better trainer, or who do you prefer? Well, who do you prefer? Is that the question you're talking about? Who do you prefer as a champion? Not as a champion, but as a trainer. DC was a better coach than Stipe. Oh yeah. DC was better, better. Again, when we just talking trainers here, yeah. Zama said Wayne Kong is top 10 level. Okay. Well, Victoria Leonardo got something to be worried about. GAP said I got Luana by second round Warrior Scream. Dang. He said Luana, not Casey. All right. BJ said, I'm going to give you my answer here in a minute, but I want to see y'all's. Colostrum said Grasso team been winning. That speaks for itself. They kind of even, but Valentina holds her fighters responsible for shortcomings, though. Yeah. Grasso kind of glosses over. Okay. Easy said Valentina is a better trainer based on experience alone. And individually, Shevchenko, of course, way richer experience. Grasso depends on her team mostly, it seems. Okay. Y'all giving some honest answers. That's why I like y'all. See, y'all ain't simping out. That's why I like y'all. See, that's why I like y'all. Y'all a good group. Y'all can separate. See, that's all I'm asking. Like sometimes there's just people who don't be honest, but y'all are being honest. And I know y'all being honest because most of y'all are picking Grasso to beat her in the fight. But when it comes to training, y'all are being honest. They don't get that many people like that nowadays. But honesty is a small group. See, Running Rainy, what's up? She said good evening to her favorite MMA community. Valentina is a better trainer. Okay. Close. I got to look this girl up. Lisa, she must be good the way he hyping her up. Sergio said Montana probably outstrikes Casey at this point. It would be competitive on the feet, though. Yeah, Montana, she looked a little bit she looked like she was in the zone when she was fighting Andrea Lee. Easy said, I'll say this. If I choose between Val and Grasso to train me, I'm definitely not picking Grasso. He said, I'm not picking Grasso. Okay. Valentina commands a troop of men in the wild. It's wild. Yeah. Yeah, my answer, I'll go with Valentina. I'll definitely go with Valentina. I think they both have their elements. Like Grasso, she kind of brings an element where I think you have to be able to just kind of study her. Like she, good fighter. And I think if you ask her questions, she's definitely going to be there to help you. And she's going to answer them the best that she can. But that's the thing. Like, I think as a fighter, you have to kind of pick her brain and you have to ask the questions. And sometimes I've had teachers like that, like, even in college where I had teachers, where they weren't really the best at teaching, man. And you have to ask questions. You have to teach yourself sometimes, and I think that Grasso is kind of like the one where, yeah, she's in there and she'll probably point things out and show you some things, but it's still more of a seek and find thing with her. Like, I think with Grasso, you have to be kind of joint to the hip with her and always asking, and always making yourself present to her. But it's more of a team effort too. Yeah, it is more of a team effort with her. Like you see more her coaches kind of taking the lead. And it might be the language thing, but she has been getting better in English. But I still think that, you know, some of the things she's communicating is discussed with the team first. You know, the team is there to kind of conduct and set up the whole regimen for the day and so on. But, you know, not everybody's a trainer, but I think what she brings, you know, again, when you see these certain champions, you know, champions, or to be a champion is kind of a, I said, it is kind of a selfish thing, you know, like to be the best, you have to think of yourself. And that's why you've seen a lot of the fighters that come in not be great teachers or trainers. Like Connor's not, Amanda's not, Joanna's not, Rhonda's not, Stipe wasn't. You know what I mean? Like a lot of these great fighters, they're not good teachers. You know, they're not good trainers like that. They're only, and I'm not saying they're only for themselves, but they'll help. But to train a whole team and lead them to victory is hard. Her team is winning, but you know, a lot of them guys, you see them putting the effort in with themselves too. Like the guy, the Viking, you know, the Valentin guy, like he's in there kind of training too. You know, y'all notice that? Like, I don't know if you noticed that, right, BJ? You know, the guy that just won Valentin, he's in there training too. Like, he's actually helped train Patty and some of the other fighters. So, like, you see them kind of taking the lead a little bit more than Grasso. I say Valentina for me because, yeah, I think she's got more of that long time experience of, you know, not just fighting, but kind of building her own self-discipline. And I think she learned that from her team, and she's always kind of willing to share that. Like Valentina doesn't seem like she's stingy with sharing, like as far as what she knows. And Valentina, like a lot of champions, no, I won't say like a lot of champions, but she's different. Like Valentina's different from other champions because it seems like with her, she really kind of like honors her team. Like, not saying everybody doesn't, but you can really see like the team effort with Valentina. Like she knows like the way she learns from her team, she takes and gives back, if that makes sense. Like I think Valentina is a different type of champion than like Ronda. You know what I mean? Like when I compare both of them, like where Ronda, everything is put into her and she just gets bigger and bigger and thinking herself. Valentina is kind of like, I'm only as strong as my teammates, you know? So she's kind of like always pulling them out the gutter too. Like Valentina's a kind, I feel like when somebody falls, she picks them back up and pulls them in, you know? Even when they started arguing in the house, you know, she had to kind of check these dudes. Like these dudes up in here, you know, arguing, and Valentina had to check them. You know, a woman had to check them, you know, because they up in here talking about elbows being thrown in sparring. So she was like, y'all need to chill out. And she stuck by her game too, man, with the no water policy. Like she's really got some things that's worked for her, you know. So I think that if she was just to grab a couple people like that really wanted to get into MMA off the bottom, you know, from the bottom, I think she would have a lot of success as a trainer, you know. So yeah, I think that would be another big opportunity for her. Definitely a big opportunity for her. GAP said Valentina can train people to be spies and assassins. And you know, some people, even like other fighters, were knocking it like, oh, she's taking them out. We stuck inside training. Oh, you know, I respect Valentina for doing that because, you know, sometimes, let's be honest, like you won't get to experience that again. And she wanted them to experience. Like one reason she did that is because she's saying, look, if you win and you fight hard, you can enjoy a lot of this stuff, and some of these people, they might not see it again. So you got to take it, it's a show too, you got to take advantage of that. Like I know you come to work, but you already got your privacy invaded too, that's another level of stress. So it's like, why not take the time out to go out and have fun? Like I know it's important to train, but even Valentina sees a time where you can like relax, like, and be rewarded a little bit. Easy said one thing about coaching: just because you have better players, that doesn't make you a better coach. Right? Yeah, because it all comes down to what the players already know too. Like a better coach sometimes they can build somebody up from the bottom up. Like everybody easy. When everybody used to, um, who's a boxing coach people hire a lot. Emmanuel Stewart. You know, he's a good trainer. Sometimes people would just grab him for the sake of grabbing him, like, oh, he can improve me. But if there's no chemistry there, it's not going to work. I know it's kind of the opposite, but he's a great trainer. But sometimes the fighters he's training, they already know what to do. But sometimes better coach can be judged by the chemistry, long time relationship they had with somebody, and just how they can pull somebody out from situations that somebody that they just it's the best way to put it. I don't know. Nazim train, yeah, Nazim, yeah, Richardson. He was a good coach. Yeah, he was a good trainer. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, running me like Valentina cares about it. Yeah, like that's that level of care. Sometimes I think see Valentina always talking to her fighters and always being there for them. Grasso, he's always there too. But I just feel like there's a communication there with Valentina that's a little extra, So, but yeah, I just thought that was, something I wanted to ask. Paul, what's going on, man? Robot Chickens in the building. What's up? So, with that being said, see if my man wants to chime in on anything about Casey O'Neill and this fight coming up this weekend. BJ, I got a line right there. Anybody wants to ring the line, put it up there. Oh yeah, what do y'all think about this fight? I feel like I ain't really talked about this fight. Robot Chickens, what's up? BJ said I can't chime in tonight, but I owe you. Oh, okay, all right, that's good. I'm gonna cut it a little short then because I'm getting a little hungry. I'm gonna pull this one up here. I had $200 on Grasso in the second fight. How much did you put on the first fight, Paul? That kind of makes me want to cry. Robinson, so round two. Yeah, Luana Pinheiro, Jillian Robertson. I think this is going to be another good stepping stone for Jillian Robertson. I think this is going to get her up there. I think Jillian Robertson, man, like she's come far from the flyweight one. I mean, the flyweight, she was always there. She was active, beating a certain level of fighters. But now, seeing her make 115 and not have any trouble and just be consistent. No, she did come up short. I still don't think she lost that bad to Ricci. Like, that's kind of a fight I can overlook. But Ricci, yeah, she's gonna be. I think we'll see what Ricci looks like in the next fight. You're going to see what's going to happen in Ricci's next fight. But I think Jillian Robertson still has enough tools to, make her way up here at 115. I know some of y'all asked me what I think Jillian Robertson's ceiling is. As of right now, I think she will be in the top 10. Depending on how she comes in here and maybe uses her striking and how she's able to come in and finish Luana Pinheiro, then I'll give her a little higher, maybe like 7 or 6, Let me see. BJ said, oh yeah. BJ said Jalen Robinson, sub round 2. Brian said nothing to talk about. Oh, there's a lot to talk about. That's why I've been on here like an hour. Well, no, well, that was mostly for BJ anyway, because we already got a lot to talk about, me and him. So, well, you owe me one, BJ. Yeah, make sure you hit the like button, if you want to. Let's see. Hold on. I'm trying to find the date here. Let me find this date for this fight here. Hold on. Jillian Robertson. This I don't think this will lead to Luana Pinheiro to getting cut, but it's going to answer a lot of questions about her, man. It's definitely going to answer a lot of questions, because this will be her third one in a row if she loses. She's been finished by Angela Hill. She's been finished by Amanda Ebos. So, there's going to be some questions that need to be answered here. Her last win was last year against Michelle Waterson, and that fight was close. Sam Hughes was a close fight. Still hasn't really had like a dominant victory yet, but she's ranked though, man. That's the weird part. Like, she's ranked, but I haven't really seen like a dominant performance from Luana Pinheiro. I know some people get mad about that, but I'm just saying, man, like, I haven't seen a statement making performance. She just got in ranked at the right time. Cause I'm looking and I'm like, who did she like really beat? The first win she got was a DQ against Random Marcos. And from there, like, I haven't really seen Luana Pinheiro dominate anybody, because I thought Sam beat her. And I know a lot of people thought Michelle Waterson came up the winner in that fight. So I don't know. And when I look at that, I think Jillian Robertson, she definitely got a chance here, man. Like, Jillian Robertson is definitely she's definitely game to make a statement off of this, man. So I don't really see anything. I know Luana Pinheiro is training with Carla Esparza right now. I know she's training with Carla right now, so we'll see how that translates over. I don't know if it can change overnight, but we'll see what it does. But I still have to go with Jillian in this fight. Mark Luana has been squeezing through victories. Yeah, she's been squeezing through, and it's really only been 2 or 3. It's only been 2 or 3. The DQ and the 2 close fights. All right, BJ. He said I'm sleepy. I'll catch up with y'all Friday. I'll be on with Taylor Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern, for UFC pre. Oh, okay. I'm gonna be there, BJ, for sure. I'll be listening, BJ, because I'll actually be out of town, taking a little trip. I'll be up in the mountains, but hopefully, if my reception is good, I can hear you. Because I'm gonna definitely tune into that. Make sure y'all tune into that. Closer said Luana's got the worst gas tank at 115. Yeah, her gas tank, man. Like, she got power too, man. Like, she's got some heavy hands. Like, that girl can, like, when she does throw, she's got heavy hands. Like, I think she just needs somebody to clean up her technique a little bit, but also work on her cardio. Like, she's been so dependent on her judo that I don't really think she's just like got this good game plan of, like, working on her, slowing her striking down. So yeah, I don't know. BJ said y'all know Taylor bringing the heat. Oh boy, oh man, when Taylor start going in, yeah. Is it going to be on that No Filter Sports channel, Taylor? I mean, BJ. Is it on the No Filter Sports channel? Been a minute, man. Paul said I'll watch the replay later, but did we already talk about Lana Santos? Yeah, we did. Um, yeah, who you got? Who you got? Let me see. BJ said, nah, it'll be on No Filter MMA. Okay, either way, I'll be there. Make sure y'all subscribe to BJ, No Filter MMA. Yes, sir. Paul said, I watched it. Yeah, I read that. Mark said, Luana also got submitted in that BJJ match. Yeah, yeah. So that really technically has 3 losses in a row. She went to before getting submitted by Hill. That was kind of a confidence killer too. What was her name? If how do you pronounce that girl's name? Let me look it up here. I closed it, but yeah, I know Davies. Davies. Yeah, she got submitted by Davies. I got a lot of Santos. Paul said, okay. I think I'm gonna go with Casey. I think Casey's gonna win. I think she's got the experience. If Casey loses this one, then she loses her ranking, and Luana Santos gains that ranking. Closman said, have you heard the UFC is coming to China in November? Have I heard that? No, I haven't. I haven't heard about that. Actually, I'm still backdating. I'm thinking of last year, right? When they were trying to do what were they trying to do last year? Do December? Yeah, it's about time, right? Because they got those road to UFC fighters, so that's good news. May you know what that means? Maybe we'll get Suarez in China. You think they're gonna do that? Will it be a pay-per-view card? If they come to the China in November. Let's see. I'm gonna take a look here. Yeah. If they do that, boy, you know what that means. Yeah, definitely Whaley Suarez in China. Hopefully. Running Ring says should be at 1 million. No, not really. I don't think so because it only appeals to some people. Who was that? Who who's at 1 million anyway? Who are you talking about? James. He said somebody was at 997K. Who are y'all talking about? Let me see. James said having the champs fight on home soil. Oh, okay. James said math off. Okay, nobody important. Okay, yeah, ain't important. Okay. I don't even know who that is. Yeah, having the champs fight on home soil on their day is becoming a bad look. Oh no. They need to go ahead and make this fight this year. George, what's up, man? George said, what's your thoughts on a possible rematch between Verna and McKenzie? I think it's possible. I think it could happen. I think Verna has enough skills to win. I thought she won the first fight, but let me see. Yeah, the if they do the Suarez Whaley fight, then I really wouldn't be mad at a Verna Dern fight, like a Verna Dern rematch. I really wouldn't like. But for Verna, she probably would want to fight Jan Janan. It wouldn't make sense for Verna at this point. I mean, for Dern, it would because she want to fight up. It would, yeah, it would be like, oh yeah, I want that. I want that spot, even though I already beat her. Well, that's crazy though. Like Verna got higher than Dern at this point, but that's how it goes sometimes. She's been, Dern's been fighting good fighters. She just, got exposed, lost. But I like that. I would like to see it one day. But actually, yeah. I think Verna would probably want Jan Janan, and I wouldn't do that to Verna right now. Like maybe one day when it made sense, like if Verna won the title or something, or they just cross paths again. Jan Janan. Yeah, it does. Yeah, George. It makes sense for Dern, but not for Verna. Right. Right. No, I appreciate that, Robot Chicken. He said, I agree. 100,000, that's still a little lot. That's still too much. I think when you get to like 100,000, you start dealing with some weird people. And I already deal with weird people now, like, but not on like a level of 100,000, like a weird people. Then again, I like our community, no bad people. Yeah, I think sometimes the smaller the better. Like, I don't do it for money, you know. So definitely don't do it for no money. So 100,000, sometimes you deal with a lot of weird people. Like I said the other night, like I think I told most of y'all Saturday, yeah, I felt like blocking some people that just that are always more negative than positive. So I was like, yeah, I'm done with them. Especially whenever, people call you names for your opinion. I'm like, yeah, come on, man. Like, get out of here with that noise. Like, don't be calling people names or, getting mad because I have an opinion. Like, if you don't like a channel, you don't watch the channel. I do that with everything. Like, if I don't like a certain cooking channel or video game channel, if I ain't feeling their opinion, I go to another channel. Or if I don't, if I just disagree, I'm fine with that too. Because we all got different opinions. Like me and BJ don't have the same like we always disagree about certain fighters, but I don't call him names for it. Or, he'll have his opinion on fights. So I don't have I ain't gonna have no animosity towards him because his opinion is different than mine. Who else did I had to block somebody talking junk about. Well, I had to block a Dakota simp too, man. I know they're gonna be coming in. Like I gotta block Whaley simps, Rose simps, Dakota simps now. Um, I haven't had to block any fans of Valentina yet. Like, people that kind of tells you like that kind of tells you about a demographic. Like I haven't had to block any Valentina fans. I haven't had to block any Grasso fans, but I had to block a few Rose fans just because. Whaley fans too. But I ain't had to block nobody with Grasso. George said Grasso sent. I ain't had to block nobody at like Grasso though. Like when we get to talking about Grasso or Valentina, like uh George said we're not crazy like the rest. Yeah. Surprisingly, James is like a Valentina fan, and yeah, I haven't blocked him. I ain't had no reason to. Um, I haven't had to block any Kayla Harrison fans. Like, whenever there's like a really, really big fighter, a big WMMA fighter, every time there's like a big WMMA fighter that comes up, everybody likes like, ain't nobody Kayla, they're like Kayla fans. Nope. As long as the Whaley fans are insufferable. Brian said we all wanted to block James when he first came on. Now that's my guy. I no, I didn't never want to block him. He annoyed me. But you know how it is. Everybody has their annoying points, but definitely not block. We have some good conversations. Rose fans are the worst. Yeah, sometimes they are. Sometimes they are. George said, "I'm surprised you're not blocking hyper job fans. Hype job fans? I haven't had to. I haven't had to." Brian said, "I'm joking." Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like some people. I've seen it. I remember whenever James was in some chats or on some links with other people, and he was getting them fired up, and I was like, "Oh, they would block him." There are some people that block James. So he was getting some people fired up, but I was like, he ain't firing me up. Um, Racist people that trolled and hated. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's why I say, look, man, like we it's just a channel. I just cover the sport, and I'm gonna have my opinion on fights and stuff like that. And if you don't like the opinion, I mean, you can say, oh, I disagree. It's on, I see this, and this. But if it's always like a problem, I'm just like, you ain't gotta watch. If it's just an issue, that's how I see it. James said, you remember the time me and Coach went at it when he sent the leak. Yeah, that might be the time. Was it you and some other people? I know there's been several times now, James. I mean, there was that time with you and what's her name? Wild Tiger. Shout out to Wild Tiger. I believe she was on there, and some other people were on there. And yeah, there was several there was several links, James. I remember. Sergio said, "As long as you ain't a Sean Strickland fan, boy, you're good with me." Sergio, believe me. Look, I'm not a big Sean Strickland fan. Like, I'll give the guy props for certain techniques and things like that, but I'm not a Sean Strickland fan when it comes to his antics outside of the cage, because I don't watch him for his antics outside of the cage. I watch him for his fighting, but even then, he doesn't do anything great to me that I'm gonna go crazy over. Um, yeah, Running Reed says CSH Combat Sports, my other favorite channel. Coach had me laugh. Yeah, Coach, always always got love for Coach. And respect for him. And that's another thing. Like me and Coach, we get along. Like Coach, he gives his opinions, and I give my opinions. There's a lot of things we do agree on. Of course, there's certain things we don't agree on, but it don't resort to name calling or nothing like that. We'll jump on links and stuff like that, but whenever a coach is on, like, or he has his opinions, I don't even understand how some people can go over there and just start with him in his comment section. Like, that's his opinion. If you don't like a person's opinion, you know, don't watch, because it's not going to change the channel, the person's channel. It's not going to change their opinion just because you say something, you know. Like, you can voice your perspective, your assessment on a fighter. Like, if I don't like Casey O'Neill and somebody says they do, tell me why you like him or why you disagree, but you ain't got to get mad. Six said Coach banned me from his channel. Did he? Dang. Oh, okay, it was the one with Tay Tay and Genesis on there. Oh yeah. Uh yeah, I remember y'all going crazy over there. Marcus Bell said, is anyone a Mandy Bourne, Victoria Leonardo, or Mariah Agapova fanboy? Anybody? Mark's got a very important question to ask right now. Is anybody a Mandy Bourne, Victoria Leonardo, Agapova fanboy? Easy E coach be going in on some fighters though, like really going in. Yeah, yeah, Easy E. Yeah, he do. I mean, I'm like, hey, sometimes they can ask for it. Coach got me laughing though about his loopy his loopy videos and his loopy situation. I know we don't agree on his take on Manone. We gonna disagree on that. Um, but yeah, that's funny. Loopy, his video on Loopy is funny. Have y'all seen that video? Let me see. I know he don't mind me sharing a link. No, y'all go to his channel, y'all find it, man. Because I ain't gonna keep pulling. I got a bunch of tabs up here now. I got a bunch of doggone tabs. I ain't gonna keep. Y'all go look at his channel. Go subscribe to Coach's channel, man. He's fun. Easy, yes, easy. I ain't taking that. I am not taking that. When the day he's not busy, me and him gonna have a link. We're gonna drop a link on his channel and my channel. I gotta reach out to him. We have got to discuss that. We have got to talk about that. Coachman said, all right, next stream you got to cover Lucinda Marina. I meant to do a video on that, a longer video, and talk about that, man. I might just do yeah. We're gonna talk about that, Coachman, definitely, because I knew it was a fight I was missing. I want to talk about that, and I want to talk about Chris Cyborg and Larissa Pacheco. I still want to cover both of those fights because it's official. Yeah, Coach hate Loopy. Coach hate Loopy. Yeah. I talked to her a few times. CSH Combat Sports. What is Coach's channel's name? Yeah, CSH Combat Sports. Coach Shelton Harrison. Yeah. Sergio said she did not respect Aaron's skills. Oh, Sergio said I was watching Manon last fight and she literally only showed 30% of what she can do. She did not respect Aaron's skills. Right. So I was I'm one of the ones that be like, oh, all right, let's just work, because I know before the fight, Manon said that she was better than her. She was like, I'm gonna handle this girl. And at first, I was like, I don't know, I don't want her saying that, then Aaron beating her, but she did, man. She only showed like a little bit. I mean, she just controlled her and moved her and pot shot and beat her up, man. I was like, dang, Aaron ain't got nothing for her, So yeah, I was like, okay, yeah, Manone's a beast, man. Yes, James, Manone is a beast. I know you ain't gonna agree because she ain't finishing people, but Manone is a beast. Marcus, I saw Aaron losing Manone a mile away. Yeah. George says, so who will they put Aaron against to get her back in the title race? I'm hoping her and Macy can fight, but George is looking like they might do Aaron and Rose, because both Aaron and Rose said they would like to fight each other in Madison Square Garden in November on that John Jones Stipe card. So they might make that. Yeah, but shout out to Coach. Maybe, when he get back into a groove, can cover some WMMA, talk again. What else? Yeah, Marina and Lucinda. I know Klostrom was mentioned in that fight. That's a good fight. That's a good fight on the come up here. It's gonna tell us where Marina is. It's gonna tell us how dangerous Yasmin Lucinda is. So I'm ready. Running Rini said, what is wrong with Macy Barber? I don't know. She seems to be back into shape, though. She seems to be back into shape. I'm not sure about fighting shape though. Brian said Manon made Aaron look like she didn't belong in there. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, and that's what James. That's where I don't want you to get wrong. Manon just separated who was the better fighter, and that's what that fight was supposed to do, James. Like Manon and Aaron both had good resumes, but the best fight the best, right? That's what it was, and Manon came out the dominant victor, you know. But that doesn't necessarily mean that Aaron's a bad fighter. But Manon was on hers to make sure Manon was on her game plan to make it look like Aaron wouldn't belong in there with her. She stuck to her game plan and it worked, right? So as Aaron, it doesn't necessarily mean she doesn't look like she belongs in the UFC, period. Because I don't think anybody else will do that to Aaron, you know, the way she did. That just showed you that, okay, Manon and what she used that night and how she fought and what she possessed was enough to win in this fashion and move her on, you know. Whereas Aaron, she just didn't have that right game plan. She just didn't have that right type of style matchup and didn't have the right adjustments to be made. So she came up short. But that doesn't mean that the next person will do that to Aaron. You know, that doesn't mean the next fighter is going to be able to do that to Aaron. It just happened to look like that in that situation. The best fighting the best, Manon was turned on for it, you know? Yeah, but yeah, Ronnie Ring said Manon always training. Yeah, she's always training. She's still training now. So, oh man, yeah. BJ asked me. I was gonna ask him about that. I might do a video on that tomorrow though. Should Manon and Macy fight? I mean, I don't think so, but I'll talk about that tomorrow. Closum said I could never see Aaron in the same because it's one thing to lose, but to get outclassed like that. Yeah, she got outclassed, but the thing is, like, she didn't get like destroyed. That's why I still got some hope in Aaron. Like Aaron could still get back in this thing. You know, Aaron could still do something to change as a certain things about her as a fighter, you know. I don't think she faced like this demoralizing, you know, situation. Um Sergio said Valentina would have knocked Aaron out. I'm trying to think about it. Let me see, because Aaron got a pretty good chin. She definitely would have hurt her. Yeah, she probably would have possibly stopped her. And again, man, yeah, like, but you know what? You know what, close from though, man, she's around a lot. Again, I bring this point up again. She's around a lot of strikers, you know. Aaron's a lot around a lot of strikers. So yeah, like there could be some truth to that. Like she could have a hard time getting back into the mix. She's around a lot of strikers, man. And this is, you know, this is flyweight right now. Mark said don't know about that one because Aaron was taking Tyler's punches. Yeah. Closer said I get that, but she didn't adjust throughout the fight. She didn't win not one round. Yeah. I don't think they mean like she's gonna knock Aaron out like a knockout artist, but you know how Aaron was running into some shots. Valentina's not a knockout artist, but she can set it up though. Like if you do half the job, Valentina's gonna she's gonna do it. You know, that's my thing. Like I could see it happening because say Aaron runs into a head kick, Aaron runs into a straight left hand, Aaron runs into a right hook. You know, Valentina might follow up and get her out of there, you know. So It's not necessarily she would be going after like a knockout artist, but Valentina sees somebody coming at her and they're tailor made for her. It ain't going to be no thing to set up, a spinning back elbow, spinning back fist, and get him out of there. So that's where I guess that's where I see Sergio. What you kind of mean is like if she knocks her out, yeah, I see it as a thing where Aaron's giving her the chin, so she's going to take it. Like we ain't saying she's going to go, barrel over, land all these big shots and be some kind of a big puncher. No, like she's gonna crack her and that be it. Because when you coming at her, she will get you that way. Robot Chicken said, "Who's a better striker, Lucindo or Knudsen?" I think Josephine Knudsen is. I think Josephine Knudsen is a better striker. I think like better Muay Thai striker. Her Muay Thai background. I would say Knudsen's a better striker. Well rounded. Lucindo is a more well rounded, I think, but I would say that Knudsen's a better striker. Sergio said it would have ended like Murphy. Right. Close from said Lucindo just has more power. Yeah. A little bit more power and a nice leg kick. Running Ring said I prefer Kayla Harrison. She'll be champion at bantamweight. If Valentina doesn't win the rematch, do you think she'll retire? Man, that's a good question. I've been thinking about that, man, because it's like, who else would she fight if she was to lose again? Like, I think it depends on how she loses. Like, I don't see her retiring off a loss. So I could see her maybe going back to 135, maybe. And that's just a little maybe, but I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what else there would be for her if she couldn't get that belt back. Maybe just to taking a break. Maybe she would take a break or something. Man. I don't know. Valentina isn't even close in strength in the clinch to Manon. Aaron's wrestling threat would be way more apparent in that fight. If she would get there. Brian said Aaron ain't Murphy. Lauren got hit once and she never got her head back into that fight. Man, that was, she got tagged at that right hook. But that's the thing though, still like Aaron may not be Lauren Murphy, but still, let's say if she continues to let's say she continues to walk into punches. Let's say she continues to walk into some of those hard strikes. Eventually, she could get caught. And that could be Aaron's downfall right there. Like Lauren more went in the respect mode, but that's the thing. Aaron's not. So, Aaron's going to think that she can hold up longer. So sometimes that can be dangerous. I was watching, James know what I'm talking about. I was watching Brandon Rios and Danny Garcia boxing match. And Brandon Rios, he keeps on walking into the puncher. Had maybe he been the type of person to take a shot and say, oh, this guy hits hard, I'll go on the back foot. I'm going to just stay away. He would have been safe for maybe a few more rounds before he got stopped. But if you keep walking into him, Brandon Rios keep walking into Danny Garcia's right hand, thinking you can take this punch all day, and you doing half the job by walking into the person's power. Boom, you get knocked out. Danny Garcia knocked him the crap out. Yeah, James, Garcia put him out because, he kept walking into it. So let's say if you keep walking into the counter shot over and over, you get knocked out. And sometimes that's why I keep saying, like, in some of these videos, heart can be a dangerous thing sometimes, man. Like your heart, it can set you up for failure if you can't control it. Yeah, Closer said kind of exactly. She got heart and just walks into the fire, and one day your chin will crack. Right. See, Lauren Murphy, her fear kind of saved her in that fight, for the moment. Like she took a shot. She said, all right. She still got finished, but had you keep going into something, over and over, the fight, like, Aaron, like I'm saying, like if Aaron keep coming straight in, um, and Valentina's already done this before, she'll be like, oh, okay, I see the opening now. I'm gonna go ahead and knock you out. Sergio said, oh, okay, who is that? So they got, okay, Josh said, I gotta go. All right, man, have a good night, man. He said, gotta go have a great night. All right, you too, man. Sergio said, I see a lot of fighters beating Aaron, Macy, Rose, Natalia, Manon. Yeah, a lot of strikers, man. A lot of strikers. A lot of strikers. Six said like Hatton. Yeah, like Hatton and against Pac-Man and Mayweather. Yeah, stuff like that. Like if she can get into the clinch, maybe if she could do something different, like the strength difference. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know if she'll be able to get into it like that. James said Bradley stopped Rios with a body shot. Did he? I forgot about that one. Yeah, Pac-Man just like beat Rios up. Yeah, your chin don't hold up forever. That's why I say like girls like Aaron and Casey, you gotta, tighten up on defense, man. They really gotta tighten up on defense. Sergio said, I'm starting to think Ebos could beat Aaron. Ooh. Oh, that's a bold one right there. What do y'all think about that? Do y'all think Ebos beats Aaron? That's kind of a good one. I didn't even think of, man. Like, what do you think? They might make that fight. You never know, man. I know it sounds crazy, but still. Oh yeah, James, that came on the other day. Rios Alvarado, the first fight. I thought Alvarado they kind of stopped it too soon, though, man. Like, I mean, it was still a classic, though. That was a classic fight. All right, who wins this fight? Who wins? All right, make sure y'all hit that like button. I'm still giving y'all a little bit of extra time here. Blanchfield, Ebos, who wins that fight? Sergio said he thinks she gonna finish her. No, he didn't say that, but he thinks he said Ebos would probably beat Aaron. He said Ebos would dust Aaron. I still think Aaron would win that fight. I love watching Ebos, one of my favorites to watch, but I think Aaron would probably I think Aaron would probably win that fight. Zama said competitive fight, yeah, but Aaron would eventually win grappling exchanges. I think she'll win grappling exchanges, and I think she'll win some striking exchanges. Easy said 50-50. Marcus said Aaron wins. Six said Aaron beats Ebos. Aaron Mauser. James said I got Aaron over Ebos. Brian said that's a tough one. I'll take Ebos. G. Frame said Blanchfield handles Aaron. Oh, Blanchfield handles Ebos. I got you. Closeman said I think Aaron could beat Ebos. Robot Chicks, I forgot. I just hit the like. Great show comment. Thank you, man. Runnerini said Aaron. Josh said, wait, Aaron is fighting? No, we're trying to decide who she could fight. No, she's not fighting yet, Josh. Nothing locked in yet. JJ Aldridge was winning the Aaron fight. Sergio said, yeah, she won that first round. James said the perception on Aaron made a 360 after the Manon fight. You mean 360 or 180? James said, I still think Aaron can beat most girls. Yeah. That's the thing. Like, that just shows you that, the separation between them two. I think Aaron is really strong too, but Manon was stronger. Yeah. Brian said Aaron ain't mauling Ebos, who has out grappled Ebos. Yeah, nobody's really out grappled Ebos. Like, her and Verna, they never really got into it like that. And She was tossing Caitlin Chikagan around. She had she had some good neutral moments against neutralizing moments against Mackenzie Dern too. Like Dern, I would like to see a rematch between this Dern and Ebos. So Marcus said Aaron isn't fighting, but Rose and Aaron has verbally agreed. Yeah. Josh, have a great day. Are you going to UFC 305? No, I'm not. I'm gonna watch it though. Definitely not going. But yeah, I'll watch. No one has ever out grappled Ebos. Rose out grappled Ebos. Did she? James said, have you ever been to a UFC pay-per-view live? No, I haven't. There were a couple fight nights in my city, but I didn't go. I didn't make it. There were two of them actually. I missed them. But the next time they do come around my city, I'll probably go to a couple fight nights. But I probably will go to a pay-per-view one day. Shoot, I still need to go to an Invicta card, man. Go out to Kansas City one day. Sergio said Rose sat on Ebos. Yeah, I have to go back and look at that again, man. I know. Did Rose stop some takedowns, or did she actually take her down? He said she sat on Ebos. Robot, are you watching Contender Series? I watched a couple of the fights. I'm gonna watch it though. I didn't watch all the debut. I saw some of the fights. I saw the one fighter, I believe, from China get a knockout. Yeah, I have to go. I have to go back and look at that Rose fight. Yeah, I remember Rose, just outclassing her, but yeah, I got to look at the grappling moments in there too again. Robot said I went 7-1 on the last Invicta card. Oh, okay, cool, man. You got your picks on that one, man. What did you think of that girl, Ali Pellegrini, Robot Chicken? Valentine need to get married. Easy. Oh, Easy. Since you need to get married. Uh-oh. James said no, he ain't having that. James said she ain't getting married. She get married, he's like, he done. Yeah, I gotta look at the takedowns and stuff, y'all. I gotta look at how it worked out again, but like out grappling from round after round, something like that. Was it control? Sometimes certain situations in these fights just run together, especially if it wasn't like big moments. So if it wasn't like big moments, maybe she wasn't really out grappling her like that. Maybe just some takedowns. But y'all said you're going to stream on Casey fight. It's Casey fight on Saturday. Yeah, I should. I might be a little busy, but is she on the main card or the prelim? Okay, on the prelims at 8:00. I should be able to do that, Josh. I should be able to. If I won't, I'll let y'all know. But yeah, we will probably be tuned in for that. Easy said this Valentine to go out on dates. Yeah, I like her too, Robot. From what I was seeing, like that girl has some action. At times, I thought Ebos was winning on the feet against Rose. Six said, isn't Valentine married to her coach? No, that's her sister, Antonita. Marcus said the question is how can Ebos handle Aaron's pressure? Right. Josh says, see you on Saturday. Have a good night. Like your videos. Thanks, man. Always come through, man. Appreciate your questions and everything too, man. Like always. Ebos. I don't know how she would handle Aaron's pressure like that. Like I don't think Ebos has a lot of pop to hurt Aaron either. So Aaron might come in putting a lot of pressure on her. It'll be a different fight than Ebos and Macy, though. I'll tell you that right now. But I think Aaron would have more success in close. Aaron ain't Macy. Yeah, it'd be a different type of fight. It'd definitely be a different type of fight. It's not going to be like Macy. That situation. Aaron, I think she'll have to take her own type of game plan. Like, I still want to see that fight. I still want to see that fight though. Aaron and Macy, man. Yep, she's a pilot now. She's legit, y'all. She is legit. She's legit flying this, around the world. Hold on. All right, y'all. But let me get up off of here now. There's a couple of things to do here. Um, Let me see. Tomorrow I got a little free time, so we'll see. Might get back on. A couple of fights to talk about, but make sure you hit the like button, y'all. Because if y'all part of this WMA community, appreciate the question too, man. Yeah, that was a good question. Ebos and Aaron, that's a good fight. It's interesting. It's interesting. That was a good question. Definitely. Val and Antonita are both really intelligent, though. I like that about them. Yeah. Yeah. Fighting is not just their lives. You know what I mean? Like, Antonita was a very good boxer and Muay Thai fighter. And she's smart. Valentina, all around, just so well versed in so many things, man. Like, really smart. Closum said Maverick versus Lipsky. Ooh, that's one to talk about. We got to hold off on that. That's another good one. Maverick and Lipsky. That's another. We got to say that for maybe tomorrow. I got to get back on here tomorrow or something. I know Barber don't want that smoke though. Yeah, Barber don't want that smoke with the Aaron or Fior, man. I don't know what's going on. Cyborg smokes Pacheco. What y'all think about that? You think so? I think Cyborg's got the tools. I think Cyborg's got all around tools that can win that fight. But Pacheco always has her chances. Her power's there. Her power is present. 155, I'd say Pacheco is more dangerous though. 155 Pacheco is more dangerous. 145. Still, but Cyborg, that's kind of her territory. We'll see. Lipsky Maverick will have to mix it up that night. Yeah, she's definitely gonna have to mix it up. I think Maverick she's pretty durable too, so I don't see her getting hurt though, like Casey O'Neill and some of the other fighters. Like, I think Maverick, from what we've been seeing, like she's really good at like keeping her range as of lately, and like doesn't really take a lot of heavy shots, And I think if Maverick takes Lipsky down, she could win the fight. Yeah, I think Maverick taking Lipsky down, she can out grapple Lipsky, but out striking Lipsky, that's going to be a heck of a job, man. Like that right hand is some money, Like I wouldn't advise Maverick to spin around minute after minute on the feet with Lipsky. Like, I'll be real, like you don't want to give her that chance. And her takedowns, they have to be set up. Like they have to be set up trips and takedowns. Like she's not gonna be able to just muscle Lipsky down, because Lipsky knows how to get that clinch on you real quick and just start kneeing your body and then separate. That ain't easy. I don't. Yeah, man. Look, I never. Yeah, I never know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you just never know. I mean, sometimes you can see something. You can see things. They better not book Jasmine Kareem. Nah, I don't. I don't really want to see that. No, it might make Kareem Silver versus Aaron though, since Kareem is putting her name out there because Kareem did say I want to fight Rose too. So yeah, yep. But I'm out, y'all. We'll see about tomorrow. We'll see what's up tomorrow. If I do get on, it'll be around this time again, 7. Couple of fights, fight things to talk about. Always talking about fighters. So yeah. So hit that like button and subscribe. And yeah, we'll do it again tomorrow, hopefully. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Kareem called out Aaron. Yes, she did. She sure did. Well, I'm thinking Rose. Yeah, she called out Rose. Yeah. But she calls out Aaron too. Hey, shoot. She won hers. Let her get it, right? All right, y'all. On that note, I am out. Peace.